My name is Rachel. I'm 28 years old, and last night, I ended my engagement in the middle of a fancy restaurant. Right now, I'm sitting alone in my apartment. I never changed out of my navy blue dress. Mascara stains streak down my cheeks like black tears. I can still taste the champagne from earlier, but now it's mixed with salt and regret. My mind keeps replaying everything. Let me start from the beginning point. 3 years ago, I met Michael at a charity fundraiser. He worked in finance, came from old money, and moved in glittering circles I'd only ever read about. Me? I teach 3rd grade at a public school. I paid for college with scholarships and late nights waitressing. We were different, but he was charming and smart. He seemed to admire my independence. I fell hard for him. When he proposed 2 weeks ago on a windswept beach, I thought I'd found forever. The ring he slid onto my finger, a cold, perfect emerald-cut diamond, felt like a promise. Last night was supposed to be our celebration dinner with his family at Lirdan. I'd met his parents before. His father, Richard, was a stern investment banker who chilled the room. His mother, Linda, smiled politely, but her eyes were distant. I spent hours preparing, saving for months to buy this dress, pinning up my hair, even borrowing my roommate's pearls. I wanted so badly to be enough for them. At first, it was champagne and pleasantries. Michael squeezed my hand under the table whenever I tensed up. But then Richard cleared his throat. He looked right through me. "So Rachel," he said, swirling his wine like it was poison. "Now that you're joining the family, we'll need a strong prenuptial agreement." Silence crashed over the table. Michael shifted beside me. "Dad, we haven't even set a date," he mumbled, laughing nervously. Richard's face hardened. "Nonsense. Bennett family assets must be protected." My cheeks burned. "I understand protecting family," I said carefully. "I'd sign a fair agreement." Linda gave a thin smile. "How practical of you. You've landed quite comfortably, haven't you?" Richard leaned in, his voice like a knife. "A schoolteacher marrying into this family. Your mother must be thrilled." My throat closed. Michael knew my mother died when I was 19. They all knew. "She'd want me happy," I whispered. Richard chuckled. "Oh, I'm sure. Nothing pleases a mother more than her daughter securing wealth." I stared at Michael, begging him with my eyes. "Defend me. Say something." He stared at his plate. "I didn't say yes for money," I said, my voice shaking. "I love him." Linda's smile was sugar-coated ice. "Of course you do, dear. The money is just convenient." Then Richard said the words that shattered me. "Girls like you don't chase men like my son for their personality." It felt like a slap. I looked at Michael again. "Please. Stop this." And then, he laughed. A small, weak sound, but it wasn't denial. It was agreement. My whole world went silent. In that moment, I saw him clearly, a stranger wearing my fiancé's face. Without a word, I slid the heavy diamond ring off my finger. It clinked like broken glass against his water goblet. "Rachel," he finally choked out. But I was already standing. I walked out slowly, head high, feeling every eye in the restaurant on my back. I didn't look back. Not once. Now, sitting here, doubt claws at me. Did I overreact? Throw away my future over one awful dinner? But then I hear that laugh again, tiny, traitorous, tearing through my memory, and I know I couldn't stay. Would you? Could you marry into a family that sees you as a thief? Love someone who watches you drown and does nothing? 3 days have passed since I left that restaurant. This morning, Michael came to my door. I opened it, puffy-eyed in old pajamas. He stood there holding roses, and my ring. His clothes were wrinkled, his eyes shadowed. "Please," he whispered. "Let me explain." I let him in but kept my arms crossed like armor. "I'm sorry about my father," he said. "He'd had too much to drink. You know how he is." "Do I?" I asked. "Because in 3 years, you never mentioned he thinks I'm a gold digger." Michael ran a hand through his hair. "He doesn't really." "Yes, he does." "And you laughed." My voice broke. "You were supposed to fight for me. Tell him I've worked for everything I have." His shoulders slumped. It was nervous laughter. What was I supposed to do? 'Cause a scene? "You were supposed to choose me," I cried. "What if we had children? Would you let him call me a gold digger in front of them?" Michael couldn't answer. Then he admitted the worst truth with his silence. Has he always thought this of me? His pause screamed yes. "Why didn't you tell me?" I asked softly. "Because it doesn't matter what he thinks," Michael insisted. "I love your passion, your humor, your big heart." "But it does matter," I said. "It matters because his poison would become our life. Every holiday, every birthday, me, the schemer who trapped you. You, the coward who let it happen. We can fix this," he begged. "I'll make him apologize. Delay the wedding." I looked at him then, really looked. "This isn't just about your father, Michael. It's about who you become around him. And I don't know that man." When he left, he took the ring. I cried for hours. Then I remembered his laugh. That terrible, tiny sound. It steeled my spine all over again. 2 weeks later, chaos still swirls. Michael's mother, Linda, shocked me. She asked to meet for coffee. Her polished mask was gone. "I owe you an apology," she said quietly. "That night was unacceptable. Richard is traditional. Michael has always craved his approval. I should have stopped it. I've spent 30 years smoothing his edges." She looked down at her hands. "I see myself in you, Rachel." I stayed. Compromised. Lost pieces of myself. When you walked out, I envied your courage. Her honesty stunned me. "He loves you," she said as we parted. "But love isn't always enough, is it?" "No," I whispered. "It isn't." She pressed a velvet box into my hand, her grandmother's sapphire ring. "Richard thought it wasn't grand enough," she said. "Keep this. A reminder never to dim your light for anyone. I wear it now on my right hand. Not for Michael. For me. 6 months have passed. I sit on the porch of my own little blue house, bought with the money I saved for a wedding that never happened. Michael and I tried again briefly. He left his father's firm. We talked, really talked. But trust, once shattered, doesn't mend cleanly. I'd flinch when men laughed like Richard. See judgment in strangers' eyes. 2 months ago, I told him the truth over dinner at my table. I think we're broken beyond repair. Not because of your father. Because of us. Because now I know what I deserve, and you're still learning who you are. He cried with me that night. Not just for us, but for the selves we'd both lost. When he kissed me goodbye, he let me keep Linda's sapphire ring. I wear it still. Not as a chain to the past. As a compass. Last week, I saw Michael at a coffee shop. He was with someone new. We exchanged quiet words. Thank you, he said suddenly. For having the courage I didn't. For showing me how to stand up. I smiled, a real, painless smile. Take care of yourself, Michael. I am, he replied. For the first time, I really am. Walking away, I felt peace settle over me. Not every love story ends with a wedding. Some end with you finding yourself. Brick by brick, choice by choice. I touched the sapphire on my finger. Then I let my hand drop. I don't need reminders anymore. The strength is in my bones now. Was it worth it? Every tear. Every doubt. Every lonely night. As I unlock the door to my house, my sanctuary, my victory, I know the answer deep in my soul. Yes. Oh, yes. Walking away was the bravest thing I've ever done. And it led me home.